Silver Light Flyweight Championship. And this is our tail of the tape. Magramo has lost only twice, while Robles, as we mentioned, is still undefeated with a record of 12-0-1 with 5 knockouts. Magramo is the southpaw. Orthodox fighter is Robles, and both are 5'2", and Magramo with a slight advantage in weight, but Robles with a slight advantage in reach. It's gonna be interesting, Anthony, every time a southpaw goes up against a right-hander. And Magramo, you remember, of course, in one of his 2 career losses, he was knocked out in the first round by Araneta, a world-rated fighter. But Magramo has bounced back, and in his last fight, he won the WBC International Silver Championship with a decision over 12 rounds, beating René Marc Cuarto. That was in his last fight. Magramo is in his 4th blow-by-blow appearance, while Robles will be making his blow-by-blow debut.
Another thrilling fighter that we have fight actually between these 2.
You know what's interesting also is this is a battle of monikers. Magramo is known as the Hurricane. Robles is known as the Thunder. So what will prevail? Hurricane will give you rain. Thunder will give you shockwaves. And again, more of the fans here at our venue, the Smart Araneta Coliseum, and the Thrilla in Manila Golden Anniversary Celebration, brought to you by MP Promotions, Blow by Blow, the Philippine Sports Commission, the International Boxing Association, and of course, Smart Araneta.
Well, this is a year in the making, Kinito. And this is a dream of Senator Manny Pacquiao. He's talked about this for years.
Oh, yeah.
5, 6 years prior to 2025. He said, I want to do something to honor the Ali Frazier fight.
Okay. Now I think our ring announcer, Bobby Mandahar, is ready to make the call-ins.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the fighter coming into the ring, Berland Robles. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the fighter coming into the ring, Arvin Magramo. Ladies and gentlemen, Manny Pacquiao presents Blow by Blow. Welcome to the 50th anniversary of Thrilla in Manila. In coordination with International Boxing Association, Philippine Sports Commission, and Smart Araneta Coliseum. This bout is sanctioned by the World Boxing Council, a supervisor, Akuzang from China. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the fighter fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 107.3 pounds. He has a record of 12 wins, no loss, 1 draw, 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of ARQ Boxing Gym, Cebu City. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenger, Berland Robles. Introducing the fighter fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 108 pounds. He has a record of 19 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Johnny Ilorde, Boxing Stable, Sukat, Parañaque, the defending champion, ladies and gentlemen, Arvin Magramo. Our judges at ringside, Zanashir Dasna, Jojo Llanera, and Arnie Nahera. Third man in the ring, referee Nobuto Ekahara from Japan. This will be 10 rounds of professional boxing.
Free knockdown system. No batting, no holding, no pushing, and no lotto. Please fight with no foul. It's okay? Please touch ground. Good luck.
And we're set. The WBC International Silver Lightweight Championship. Our defending champion, Arvin Hurricane Magramo. Light flyweight.
Magramo's a southpaw. He's wearing the red gloves. And Robles, the unbeaten challenger, wearing the dark gloves, the black gloves. 11 knockouts in 19 wins. That's Magramo's knockout record. 5 knockouts in 12 wins. That's Robles' record.
We are scheduled for 10 for this one.
Magramo, this is his fourth blow-by-blow appearance.
Box.
And as we mentioned earlier, Robles, this is his first fight of blow-by-blow. Nice series of punches scored there by Robles.
No holding, no holding. Stop it! Right, stop it. Ball.
Referee Ikehara of Japan. Anthony, the sound effects are amazing. We can hear every landing of the gloves inside that ring.
Stop right. Step up.
So still, despite the fact that this is just the light flyweight division, you can just hear.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm
powerful
always
those punches
amazed.
are.
I'm always amazed when I'm watching these guys in the light divisions, in the lower weight divisions. Like these guys are fighting in the light flyweight division. Magramo weighed 108 pounds for this one. Robles 107.3. Robles not backing off, but you see Magramo very aggressive and charging in.
Stop it! Back.
You know, it's extra motivation for these fighters to show the best of their ability because of this international crowd. Nice right hand Series of blows connected by Magramo. But Robles is not backing off. Look at him fight back.
He's just standing there in the middle of the ring, and actually he's trying to take the fight here to Magramo. Magramo looks like he's really just sizing up his opponent more than anything else here. In round number 1 as we enter the final 20 seconds.
Shot to the body by Magramo. But Robles countering.
Stop!
Oh, that was action-packed for a first round of this 10-rounder. That was extremely action-packed. Both these fighters showing tremendous firepower.
Well, you get the feeling that Magramo, really more than anything else, serving
Next
some
round,
of
sir.
that energy really here. He's the
See
champion.
that flurry. Left hand that backed off Robles twice. Oh, nice shot to the body by Magramo. And then a punch to the jaw. First a right to the body and then a left to the jaw by Magramo. And just missed a third punch. And Magramo, we all know, comes from a fighting family. His father, Melvin, once lost a decision to Manny Pacquiao. His uncle, Rick Magramo, was a former Philippine flyweight champion. Arvin Magramo's brother, Jimel, is a world-rated fighter.
So Magramo trying to hold on to his title here. Solid round number 1. Robles trying to pick up the pace here. Can't fall behind early.
Stop that.
Well, Robles is having difficulty penetrating that defense of Magramo. You see Magramo holding both his arms up high to protect his face and crouching a little bit to protect his midsection. One way that Robles can try to do to penetrate that defense is wait for the right timing to throw a counter. That way the defense will open up on Magramo. So he's got to wait for Magramo to throw a punch, wait for the opening, and then penetrate the defense. Right now, he's having a difficult time penetrating. The hands of Magramo are held up high. He's got to wait for Magramo to throw and then get the opening, get the angle.
You're so right, Quinito. Robles threw a lot of punches already, even in that first round, but all of them were hitting just the gloves.
Yeah, it's good defense by Magramo. And he's got to time his punches. And he's got to play the counter puncher's role. He'll have a difficult time fighting Magramo straight up.
Again, Magramo showing he is the more tactical fighter of the two. He gets tagged though. One of the few good shots of Robles.
Yeah, and it's all about timing right now.
Step back.
For Robles,
Break.
once Magramo opens up with a flurry, that's the time when he can find an opening. He can look for an angle.
Nice exchange so far here by Robles.
Stop. There.
Oh, final 10 seconds of round number 2.
Stop.
Oh, a lot of energy being displayed by both these fighters. Magramo, however, more accurate than Robles in landing his punches. Robles also has a tendency to bring his arms down. Anthony, that's very dangerous. That's the announcement coming from Arvin announcer Bobby Magramo. He actually forgot to mention it was for the WBC International Silver Light Flyweight Championship. But better late than never. He just made the announcement now. And right now, we're very proud to say that this action is being brought to you live over PTV Sports Network. We're also live on Facebook and YouTube, on Blow by Blow, and also on the Thrilla in Manila 50th anniversary.
Thank you so much for joining us here. This is the Thrilla in Manila 50th anniversary. 13 bouts in the card.
Anthony, this is slam bang action right now. Magramo's opening up. And once he opens up, Robles is going to counter. That's why we're seeing fierce exchanges.
Action has picked up here in round number 3, as expected.
Magramo's the aggressor. Robles is the counter puncher. I think it'll come down to defense. Magramo's defense is pretty sturdy. But he got hit that time. It was a tiny. Robles got him with a nice left uppercut.
And he's trying to battle back here, looking a little dazed.
Just as Arvin Magramo was opening up, that was Robles timing his uppercut perfectly.
But he's trying to battle back. But absorbing all those punches is Robles.
It's incredible how these little guys can show so much power. 108 pounds? And what about in our main event? It's going to be for the WBC Minimum Weight Championship. The title holder is Berland Robles, and the weight limit is 105 pounds. Oh, beautiful headshots coming from Magramo.
Well, Magramo's fighting a real tactical fight here. Robles comes back with a shot of his own.
But he can't get a rhythm going because of the defense of Magramo. He's able to score only when Magramo opens up with his own offense. But let's see if there are adjustments made here. Magramo's thrown a lot of clean shots, but has not been able to hurt Robles. So that must be in the back of Magramo's mind. What more can he do to bring down this Robles, who's proving to be a very tough customer?
Final seconds of our third round. We are scheduled for 10.
Stop! I get the feeling that Magramo wants to turn this to a brawl. But I don't know if he has the power to bring down Robles. Remember, Robles is undefeated. Has never lost. Here's Arvin Magramo throwing a huge amount of punches. Anthony, I don't know if he's punching himself out, considering we're scheduled for 10.
Well, in the past, Magramo has shown that he does have more than enough in his gas tank to go the distance. Here's what you talked about. Volume puncher. And a lot of them connecting.
Yeah, look at those shots scored by Magramo. Those are clean shots, and whoa, those are big shots. Now, if Magramo only had more power, he'd be able to bring down Robles. Those are excellent shots scored by Magramo.
Round number 4. Well, these two fighters have actually opted to stay in the middle of the ring most of the time.
Stop, stop. Stop, right, break. Stop, stop, stop.
Well, we're being treated to non-stop action, that's for sure. These guys are giving it all they've got. It is amazing. Look at Robles go. Look at Magramo go.
Well, the crowd's into it now.
Break, okay. Hello, okay? Boss. No hold, no hold.
A minute gone here
Stop,
in the fourth.
Boss.
You know what could spell the difference here is stamina. I don't know if Robles can hold off Magramo much longer. His arms are dangling down his sides. I don't know if that's a sign that he might be tiring out.
Stop, break,
But Magramo
break.
is still showing a
Boss.
high level of energy. Let Magramo go. He's like a bulldozer. He just charges in at his opponent. And that was a style that was reminiscent of the style of his father and his uncle, Rick Magramo. Another uncle, Ronnie Magramo, who was a former WBF minimum weight champion.
Boss.
Oh, nice connection there. Robles trying to get him out of this one, but it's been really all Magramo here so far.
He's throwing a lot of punches, but he's not able to
Stop it, break.
hurt
Break,
Robles enough
Head
for
up,
Robles
okay?
to think of going down.
Boss.
What could eventually stop Robles here is the attrition factor. If he weakens, if he runs out of wind and stamina, then he'll go down.
Break.
But right now, Magramo
Box.
is just all over
Box.
Robles.
Coming to the end here of round number 4. And relentless punching here.
Oh, yeah.
Stop.
Magramo just isn't stopping until he finds and hears that final bell.
He's like a fighting machine. It's like you wind him up like a doll, and then he just goes.
Just let him go, huh?
He just goes throwing punches from all different angles. See the Araneta or Smart Araneta Coliseum filling up here with more and more fans enjoying the festivities. You know, we started at about 3 p.m. Anthony, so that's still work time for many of our countrymen. But now that we're hitting the 6 o'clock mark, I guess guys are coming out of their offices and they're going straight to the Smart Araneta Coliseum to watch these fights.
Well, everybody looking forward to our main event, of course, Melvin Jerusalem. Yumi Marshall is also on the card. A big
Carl
fan
James,
favorite.
Yeah, Carl James Martin. 6 undefeated fighters, including Robles, on this card. 6 world-rated fighters. 5 championships on the line in this card.
Sit. Sit. Sit.
That's clearly a slip.
Yeah, that was a slip. That's a slick portion over in the corner.
Box.
Yeah, referee is asking now the corner to wipe that slick portion. Sometimes when they throw a lot of water on the fighter, it spills onto the ground, and it makes for very slippery conditions.
Stop. Be careful, buddy. Okay?
Robles complaining there about the head of Magramo.
And Magramo's look of determination. Look at Robles.
No hold. Yeah, stop, break.
Oh, that's a takedown there from Robles.
I thought the elbow of Magramo helped that helped that push down. They helped him to push
Box.
Robles down. That elbow to the back of the head. And these guys are doing everything they can to get any kind of advantage.
A nice defense being shown by Robles here in round number 5, avoiding a lot of the onslaught.
Stop.
That defense of Magramo is really sturdy.
Box.
That's almost airtight. When he has his gloves up high, Robles is not able to touch him. See, he's trying with that combination, but he's hitting the gloves of Magramo.
Stop. Head up, okay? No that thing. Head
That's
back.
2 times now that
Box.
Robles has gone down on a push. But that also doesn't speak well of Robles. His legs might be giving way. And we're just in round number 5. Here's Magramo on the attack.
Stop.
We're almost at the halfway point here of this fight.
Here's
So
the
far, so
stamina.
good for Magramo.
Yeah, here's a stamina factor now. Might come into play.
Again, Magramo just continues to connect.
Robles is not fighting back as much.
Sorry, wait.
As we mentioned, his arms are dangling down his side.
Stop. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, as WBC rules, we have an open scoring. Judge A scored it 38-38. Judge B scored it 38-38. And Judge C scored it.
And after 4 rounds, you heard the scorecards, or the scores read by ring announcer Bobby Mondahar. A comfortable lead on points for Magramo. And Robles complaining that he was butted. There was actually a head
Second
contact
shut up.
Magramo.
Box.
Here we go, round number 6.
It's not a good sign
Stop,
for
stop,
Robles.
stop.
Just as the bell sounded, Magramo charged in. Robles took several steps back. That's not a good sign here for Robles. Let's see what he can do. Will he still have enough to withstand this punishment and assault coming from Magramo? Look at Magramo. He comes charging in with both his arms, protecting his face, crouching
Stop,
low
back.
to prevent a shot to the body.
Okay? Be careful. Box. Stop it. Wait. Step up. Box.
You can see Magramo there. Trying to push the action once again. Oh, Robles, a little flurry of his own, scores.
Robles is not going away. That's for sure.
Hold. Stop it. Wait. Hold. 5, please. Box.
Halfway gone here in the 6th round.
Magramo just keeps pummeling. Robles trying to fight back with shots to the side of the body. And then he
Nice
holds
left there
on.
by
7.
Robles.
Stop. Wait.
Again, another sign that Robles may be slowing down. He throws a punch, then he holds. Both his arms are down the sides. Robles now going to side movement to move away from Magramo's attack.
Once again, Magramo really pouring on the pressure as we enter the final 30 seconds of this round.
Robles is trying to fight back, but you can see that his arms are getting heavier and heavier. 10-second clapper is sounded.
Stop.
End of the round.
6 are now in the books.
You see Robles in his corner, sitting on his stool, looking fagged out. While Magramo, his defense has been very consistent. Then is Laurento, the former Oriental lightweight champion, in the corner of Arvin Magramo.
As you look at some of the action here from the previous round. Connection there by Robles with that left. And a right-left combination. One of the better rounds for Robles here.
Robles striking with that shot to the side of the body. Trying to penetrate that defense of Magramo. Here we go for round number 7. Magramo crouching low, trying to get inside. That strike zone.
Time.
There's that loose tape on the glove of Magramo. And referee Nikahara signaling, take away that loose tape. That could cause some injury, especially if it rubs against the eye of your opponent. So that loose tape is being attended to and addressed by the cornermen of Magramo. They're putting actually a tape over that loose tape.
Well, just to cover it up, and that's actually the quickest way you can do that. Time in, they say, and back to the action.
Stop. Cover.
We're scheduled for 10 here in this one.
Box.
Well, Robles is really taking the action to Magramo here in this round.
He's countering very well. Robles is. Scored that time with successive right hands is Robles.
Stop.
Halfway gone through round number 7.
The big adjustment here in the style of Robles is that he's taken to side movement, and with better footwork, he's able to establish some kind of control from an angle. So he's not able to fight Magramo straight up, but if he can create angles by movement, he can get some kind of an advantage, as you see right there. Again, that movement of Robles. But he got struck there by that hand, right hand, or rather the left hand of Magramo.
Stop. Break. Stop. Box.
Final 30 seconds of the 7th.
I would say this is a good round for Robles.
Oh, definitely one of his better rounds, correct.
And also the work rate of Magramo has gone down
Stop.
in this round.
Box.
So now he's showing signs of tiring out.
Stop, stop, that's safe,
There's
safe.
another slip. It's because of that slick portion in the corner.
Exact same spot where Magramo actually went down earlier.
No hold, no hold. Stop, 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 right, back, back.
That's great.
Stop.
So we're done with the 7th. 3 more coming up,
Yeah.
possibly.
Second, tapping.
And it's that corner of Robles where there's a slick portion. I gotta be careful about spilling water on the canvas. See Arvin Magramo. Might have lost that last round to Robles. Take a look at some slow-mo
Round
action there
8.
from the previous round. An uppercut and then a series of blows coming from Magramo. Infighting. And then Robles spearing Magramo with a right hand and connecting with a left. That's a good connection on the part of Robles as Magramo's defense opened up.
Boss.
Round number 8. Now in progress.
And Robles continues to pick up the pace here.
Stop, stop, right, back, back, back. Stop, 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 stop. No
Very
holding.
quickly,
No
referee
holding.
Ikahara comes in and
Boss.
puts a stop to that.
Stop, right, back, back, back,
Robles
back.
is catching Magramo off
No
guard
holding.
with his side-to-side movement.
Please, back. Refine, please.
When he goes from left to right,
Boss.
he's able to find the angle. And even if Magramo's defense is straight up, he's not able to stop those punches coming from different angles. Much better footwork now from Robles. Again, that side-to-side movement,
No holding. Stop, right,
giving him
back,
some kind of an
No
advantage
holding,
here
please.
in round number
Boss.
8.
He's actually come on stronger here in the last couple of rounds, Kenito.
Yes. See that movement? He's able to put Magramo.
Stop, stop,
off
stop,
balance.
stop.
Oh, both of them going down.
Shades of some MMA action once again.
No, back in. Head up,
And for the
please.
guys who are
Next.
tiring out,
Yeah, okay.
that's a good
Three,
thing.
three,
And
five.
Robles saying that he was taken
Box.
down by Magramo. Actually, Magramo's getting a little frustrated at this point because of the foot movement of Robles. See, he's not able to get
Stop, stop,
Robles
stop.
standing.
And you see Magramo there just pulling down Robles. He's going to get a warning from
Box.
referee Ikahara.
Yeah, that's because he's getting frustrated by the foot movement and
No
the
hold.
lateral side-to-side
No hold.
action
No hold.
of Robles. Robles didn't do this in the early rounds. But Magramo likes his opponents to stand in front
Stop,
of
stop,
him
guys. Stop, guys.
so he can bulldoze his way through.
Okay. Box.
And I guess Robles knows that too.
Slowly, Robles has turned this match around in his favor, but he gets tagged there by the right.
Stop, 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 right. Stop, right.
Looks like
Box.
Magramo's going to try to steal round number 8 here. The last couple of seconds.
Stop, stop, right. Break, break.
Referee Ikahara of Japan
Box. Stop.
getting a lot of work done here in this fight.
Yes, he is. There's been a lot more holding, takedowns, and slips in the last 2 rounds.
Here we go with some slow-mo action from the replay. Magramo with the red gloves, connecting with a glancing blow. See, glancing because Robles was on his way back. But that time connected with the right hand. Robles' footwork has been on point for the last few rounds. And he's frustrated Magramo.
Second down.
Will that be enough to reverse the tables and stem the tide?
Well, there's still 2 more rounds, Quinito.
That's right.
Box.
And in a little bit, we're going to hear the announcement of how it stands as far as the judges are concerned. Right now, all the action and all the eyes focused on these 2 gentlemen in round number 9.
Stop. No holding. Next hold is firing. It's okay? Next one, penalty.
He's showing some frustration there,
Box.
but Robles is going to get a talking to by the referee.
No hold.
He's in on the championship rounds. Who's got enough strength, stamina, and determination?
That side-to-side movement of Robles continues to frustrate Magramo.
No hold.
And Robles has also been able to sneak in a few punches of his own, such as that one.
But Magramo fights only one style. He just comes forward, he puts his head down, he's like a bulldozer. And one way to negate that kind of action is if you go lateral movement, use your footwork to move away, create the angles because of your movement against an opponent who's just charging straight forward.
Well, so far, Robles has fought a tactical fight here.
He has. He's turned this into a very tactical contest.
And it has served him well. These last couple of rounds have definitely belonged to him.
But Magramo opened up a very early lead. And I'm not sure if Robles will be able to do enough to overcome that lead.
Under 40 seconds remaining in round number 9.
Magramo opening up once more. He needs to push Robles into a corner and against the ropes. He needs to pin him down.
Robles now getting tagged. Magramo finding his target. Robles trying to come right back here in the final seconds.
And you notice when Robles' feet aren't moving, that's when he's getting tagged by Magramo.
Stop.
An exceptional round.
Yeah, a furious round number 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, WBC rules. We have an open scoring after the 8th round. Judge A scored it 77-75 in favor of the red corner. Judge B scored it 76-76 even. Judge C scored it 77-75 in favor of the blue corner.
Wow.
Oh, it's a draw up to the 8th round, up to the 8th round. And you wonder who won that 9th round. I thought maybe Magramo might have won that 9th round. Once Robles stands his ground and he's not moving, then he's gonna get hit. But once he starts moving and uses lateral movement, then he's able to find the angles to score. Round number 9. This could go down to this last round.
Definitely. And the corners of both these fighters definitely heard that as well. They heard the open scores, and they're now telling their fighters, you need to win this round. And Robles comes out with a flurry here to begin the 10th.
I'll tell you what, Anthony.
Stop.
who scores a knockdown in this round is going to win this fight. You don't need a knockout. You need a knockdown, and that will be enough for you to win the fight. You get a 10-8 round in a close fight, that could be the deciding factor.
We have not yet seen either fighter dominate the round.
That's right. Nobody has gone down. Nobody has taken account.
Nice action once again.
No hold, no hold.
And both these fighters connecting on each other. Robles trying to come right back.
Stop it. Right. Box.
Halfway point of our final round.
Big uppercut scored by Magramo. And I think Robles is going for broke because he's not moving. He's looking to engage.
Stop it. Right. Stop it.
It's a fight to the finish.
Box.
As far as Robles is concerned, forget about the tactics. Right now, it's him or me.
No hold. No, stop it. Wait. No hold. No hold.
Final minute.
Box.
Still anybody's fight. Neither fighter has dominated here in the 10th.
Stop it. Please. No holding. Box.
Seems like it might go down to that one judge who scored it even after 8 rounds.
Stop. Time. Good.
Final seconds of this
Holding.
bout.
Penalty one. Holding. Penalty one.
That's going to be big,
Penalty
Kinito.
one. It's okay?
This is huge.
They take out a point from Robles.
Time it. Box.
And that could be it. That could be the deciding factor. The referee
Right, definitely.
taking out a point from Robles in round 10.
Stop.
Magramo just might eke out a victory here.
And there's blood coming out of a small cut, corner of his eye. Robles gave it his all, so did Magramo. Robles made a key adjustment in moving around.
Well, it was that close, Kinito.
Yep.
And now it's definitely going to come down to that point deducted by referee Ikahara. That definitely is going to tip the scales. And it happened in the final 20 seconds.
I was a little surprised that he called that deduction. That was too much holding. And, you know, referee Gallagher just didn't want anything to do with that. Yeah. See, Robles held on to the arm and didn't want to let go. You look at it here. He didn't want to let go. And you don't do that.
And that moment of indiscretion just might have cost Robles this bout.
Holding on to the arm of Magramo. Robles getting a 1-point deduction. Wow.
And they're still talking about it in his corner. Because that just really might have tipped the scales.
There's Magramo. I thought in the early rounds, his bulldozing tactic of putting his head down, holding up his arms to protect his head and the midsection because of his crouch, made it difficult for Robles to get an easy target. Then Robles adjusted.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call the ring, Senator Francis Tolentino, to to award this golden trophy to the winner. And of course, our WBC supervisor,
Senator
Uncle
Tom
Sam.
Tolentino is in the building, and he'll be awarding the championship belt. He's in the ring right now. Robles tried to turn it into a tactical fight, and he succeeded in the middle rounds.
Exactly, and even actually the latter stages,
Yeah.
except for that last round where he got that point taken away. How much of a factor will that play? We'll find out in a bit, Kenito.
Contrasting styles showed here by both these fighters. But Robles, you'll see a lot more from this guy. He is unbeaten. He may not keep his unblemished record after this fight. I think Magramo might have done enough to win this decision and retain his WBC International Silver Light Flyweight Championship. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's wait for the judges, what they have to say. Magramo looking confident. He's got a smile on his face. Robles, he's also looking confident. He's got a smile on his face too.
Looks like Magramo took more of the punishment.
Yeah. The only guy who's not smiling is the referee because he had a hard time in this fight.
Oh, yes, he did. And he took away a point. Right now, this might just be a factor in deciding our winner.
Judges are taking their time in computing their scorecards. Bring out the abacus. Bring out the calculators.
Not too much to calculate because they've already had the scores for
That's
the last
right.
8,
Yes.
Kenito.
Yes.
Just 2 more to add.
The open scoring system of the WBC championship fights. After 4 rounds, you hear the scores. And by the way, the judges' names are not mentioned. They're Judge A, B, and C. So you don't want to compromise any judge in his scoring during a fight. You find out their final scorecards at the end of the fight.
Looks like Bobby's ready.
Are you ready? Yes. Okay. Let's hear it now from our ring announcer, Bobby Mondehar. Oh, he's not yet ready.
No, he's not. Senator Tol is ready.
Yeah, he's ready to hand that trophy, the handsome trophy. Beside him, our good friend J.C. Barrera takes care of the operations of blow by blow. Referee Tolentino. His brother Pambo Tolentino is the POC president. He's all the way in Bahrain, attending to the Philippine delegation in the Asian Youth Games. Gloves are being taken out of the hands now of Arvin Magramo. Has lost only twice in his storied career of 22 fights. Magramo waving to his supporters and fans. And looks like it's a very complicated process of scoring.
Sure looks like it.
Yeah, because they're explaining something very clearly there to the ring announcer, Bobby Mondehar.
Who will take the victory? Will it be the Hurricane? Will it be the Thunder? We'll find out as we send it over to Bobby Mondehar.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we have a winner. We go to the scorecard. Judge Taznaa scored it 96-93 Magramo. Judge Nahera scored it 95-94 Robles. Judge Llanera scored it 95-94, winner by split decision and still international light flyweight champion Arvin Magramo.
Arvin Magramo is the winner by split decision. And Anthony, you called it. That 1 point deduction settled the issue. Without that point deduction, it would have been a draw.
Exactly.
It would have been a split draw. But because of that 1 point deduction, Magramo is able to retain his WBC International Light Flyweight Championship.
By the way, we are live
That's how close
at
it was.
PTV
It
Sports
was.
Network.
Without that point deduction, you would have had another draw here today. That is how evenly matched our fights are.
I'll tell you, it deserves a rematch. That's for sure. Robles has now tasted his first career defeat. But you know, you have to admire the adjustment in his fight plan. Gotta give credit to his cornermen. The way they adjusted, got him to move space, got him to create angles with good foot movement. It frustrated Magramo down the stretch. But that 1 point deduction, that was crucial.
That was the difference between a draw and a victory and a loss. Magramo picks up the win. Robles picks up the loss. And as she mentioned, his unblemished record, talking about Robles, is no more.
Here's a
Look at the
recap of the
highlights.
fight. Yeah.
These fighters gave it all they had. Neither fighter going down. Round number 1, it was hot and heavy. Look at Magramo attacking. Robles trying to counter. But it was all Magramo in the early rounds. Round number 2, more of the same.
That's true. The first 3 rounds clearly belonged to the Hurricane.
Well, also because, as you saw there in your screens, Robles was looking to engage. So he was fighting Magramo straight up. And that tough defense of Magramo just couldn't go down. And Robles had to make his key adjustment tactically, and he did it. Round number 4. Still, Robles wasn't moving around. It took him a couple of rounds to figure out what to do against Magramo. And once he figured it out, then he started to win some rounds.
And he dominated from the middle part.
Yeah, and in fact, in one of the judges' scorecards, he actually won the fight despite the 1 point deduction. Round number 7. Here's where Robles started to move around and frustrate Magramo.
He practically took over 7, 8, and 9.
And Robles just dancing, moving away from Magramo, slipping, going side to side. And then in round number 10, that crucial mistake of Robles holding on to the arm of Magramo too long, to his advantage and to Magramo's disadvantage.
That was it right there.
Yeah, and the referee was saying, no more of that. And previously, actually, Robles had been warned for holding. So enough was enough. But, boy, that came at a very crucial time of this fight.